Hello. There's some seeds in my lemon water, and that's okay.
Hello, YouTube. There's some seeds in my lemon water, and that's okay. Drink lemon water! Lemon water! Lemon water! So, relating to the religious video I tried to put out yesterday, I was looking for some footage, some clips from the show, so I decided to reach out to you guys because any of the keywords I'm trying to use to find it doesn't seem to be working. I was trying to use keywords like creating the feeling of God or synthetically creating the presence of God, like university science tries to create presence of God, because like that's what they were doing. They put this helmet on their heads. So if anybody knows what I'm talking about, if anyone knows what I'm talking about, I need your help to find this footage so that I can make a video possibly later. But I want this footage anyway. I wish I could remember what the hell I saw where they were doing this. Let me explain.
And it happens to me so often. I might see like one short clip, and I have all these things to say, and I create this whole video in my head, and then I'm like hunting for these things that reminded me of something else for the next year. And you never just record something and put the footage away and then never deal with it, or and I do that a lot. I like stash footage away that I want to talk about. And one thing that I did not actually save, and I can't remember any of the keywords for the videos. Does anybody remember there's a program, it aired on TV and on, I'm sure it was all over the internet, but when I had first saw it, I was watching it on either my father or my mother's TV, maybe even my aunt's house. It was quite a few years ago, but I had seen it around the internet since then, several years later. It is a machine, like a helmet they put on your head, and they were playing frequencies for these people. It was a scientific experiment about creating the feeling of God. You could create the feeling of a presence in a room. If anybody remembers this footage or what this program was from, I really need to find this, and I want to use this in something I was trying to discuss yesterday. And I actually recorded, but left out of the video. I recorded quite a few things to include, but it didn't work out. I mean, I uploaded the video at night, and I didn't even want to do that. I had intended on uploading it that morning. But, so they had this dial. They were like in a room where they could dial things up, and these people were getting the feeling of God created for them. And these people were sensing a presence, right? These people were sensing a presence, and they could turn the frequency of the dial, whatever they were doing, to affect the person's chemicals. You know, as somebody with bipolar who has an emotional disorder, that word. As somebody who has emotional chemical imbalances or whatever, and I have a hard time coping with my emotions, or I feel something very, very strongly, or I don't feel anything at all. I'm just like, like I should,
It's not, like, chemically not well placed. So they can turn, people's chemicals, like, up and down. They can turn people's chemicals up and down. That sounds really fucking stupid. Anyway, does anybody remember, did anybody see this? Do you know what I'm talking about? They put this thing on these people's heads. They put this, and they did it. And I always felt like people who read one book their whole life and they isolate themselves within a culture that is conditioned to condemn and demonize knowledge itself, and other cultures around the world, even just like humanity itself, even just being a human being, just to be human is to be condemned. These religions and it just, oh man, and I'm like, what alien asshole like was using this like frequency gun to like beam fucking good feels into these humans' heads and be like, oh yes, I feel God's love. And I love when these little pieces, and it was, I'm not sure if it was a university doing some sort of experiment. Obviously they were doing some sort of experiment, but please, if anybody has seen this, where they put these nodes. They put these suction cups, like not on their face, like on their head, like how they had like a helmet. They had like a helmet, and they were turning this dial so that they could change the intensity of the presence there that the people were feeling up and down, like change their experience of what they were feeling, what type of presence was in the room with them. They felt like, and everyone felt like I have to find this footage, like I have to find this, like help me find this if you know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of one topic subjects that I want to do, so there might be more uploads. Might be.